we are particularly interested in this whole game because you see, the, the crust of the whole thing is the use of cementitious material, that is binding materials. And all over, we all know that in the production of cement, clinker is the main raw material for cement production. It comes with its own side effects and cost. It contributes about 0.8% to greenhouse effects gases into the environment. Again, it's very expensive. We export it. A lot of foreign earning goes into its production. It makes it very expensive. So individuals do not have extra exposable incomes to be able to do other things when they choose to go into, what do they call it, into building houses for themselves. So there is a change, a directional move now, where we're talking about circular economy, the use of reusable materials in developing things that we can use in the environment. And GSA is of concern here, where we talk about looking at things that ensures the safety of the people, sustainability, and develops trade. So with all these studies that is coming on, the focus is to see how, apart from clinker being the main material, we can develop other materials. And indeed, Ghana Standards Authority, BAM, GIZ, and even KTU is doing a collaborative project where we're looking at other agricultural waste products like rice bran, groundnut husk, cassava peels, so many of the agricultural products that we are doing. And we have found that these materials can also play a role in contributing to cement manufacturing. And it comes with sustainability, it comes with our culture, it comes to affordability. And also, that will also trigger, because if you look at the land mass or the land size of Africa and Ghana, it is like nearly 80% of the land size is not used, which are also agricultural in nature. So it is going to be a triple action where we promote these things and then we use them. Then it becomes a game changer. For instance, I think last week, today is Friday. Yeah, Friday today, the president was in Tema to inaugurate a calcined clay plant. And in fact, we have the largest deposit of calcined clay in Ghana. So if we are researching into this, providing the standards, look at the level of investment that will come. And I can tell you, GSA from last week till today is receiving a lot of expression of interest of companies who want to come to invest in Ghana so that they can use this calcined clay as a substitute. And indeed, when you combine calcined clay with limestone, you're able to reduce the input of a clinker up to 50%. So it tells you what is it. So we are here to support the research. We are here. That's why you are here. We are industry, the industry player, academia, scientists, and in development of standards, it is not just the sole responsibility of GSA. We use the expertise of everybody, including the beneficiaries of the program. So that's why programs, dialogues like this are very important, so that we buy into the input of every stakeholder, so that when we are developing the standard will meet the test of time. It will help the Ghanaian citizen, and also it will make building affordable and all other things that we are interested. So that is why Ghana Standard is typically doing this dialogue with all the stakeholders gathered here. It is not about the cementitious materials of Germany, but Germany, especially the BAM Institute, like Mr. Dr. Norbert Schutz, is the director of international cooperation in the Ministry of Finance and Energy. And they are the main sponsors of the BAM Research Center. It is a research of earth science and material sciences. And they are mainly, so it is a large area, but that aspect of it looks into concrete, cement and concrete products. So Wolfram, he's done a lot of research in that. He came to Ghana, realized that, look, he saw that in Ghana, and the good news also is that because GSA is acknowledged nationally and actually internationally as doing very well in providing quality infrastructure when it comes to standards. So even the work they used to do with PTB for this round-robin testing for all African countries is now being moved. It will be headquartered in Ghana, and it will be championed by GSA. So that is the kind of relationship we've had with BAM, and it is what has extended to that joint project. And there is a Ghanaian here who happened to have studied in Germany, but did his research area in concrete and cement products. So he had a sponsorship, and he has since worked with the BAM Institute. He's here, Dr. Bright Asante. So it is his project with the KTU, that's the Koforidua Technical University, and then GIZ, that is moving into this cementitious materials other than the main ingredients used in cement manufacturing. So when we make the standards, we'll make them available. We will encourage people to use them. And in using standards, it means that you are ensuring safety, and then people can be very comfortable with the materials. And also, mind you, we are also in a global village. Within the West African sub-region, we trade among ourselves with ECOWAS, and now with AFTA, we intend to trade with the rest of Africa to include SADC. And currently, our main trading partners, China, US, and then I think China, US, and India. So standard is very important in all this. And when we're able to develop the standards, that can be harmonized or that can be mutually recognized with other countries of our partners, then we become more competitive in the international trade. Like currently what we are doing, such dialogues and such opportunities, continuous education, and also, you know, because the base material is not can be available and will be cheaper, and we are ensuring that it is not just cheap, but it is safe and it is sustainable. Definitely there will be competition. If we had one or two manufacturing companies in Ghana in the cement industry, now we are going to have more. And when there is that competition, it will drive prices down. And that is how people can benefit.
So this collaboration between the German Ministry of Economic Affairs and Energy, the Ghanaian Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the German Federal Institute for Materials Research and Testing, which we are, and the Ghana Standards Authority has brought upon a lot of new insights in how standardization can be modernized based on scientific research. So what we see is that standardization is taking over in many European countries and it hinders innovation in industry to a certain extent. Whereas in Ghana, where the level of standardization is relatively low in comparison to Europe, we see that there are a lot of degrees of freedom to innovate the market without repeating the mistakes of the past. And this is a great input for us in Europe to see how we can get standardization less bureaucratic, more efficient, and bring innovation into the market much faster. So it's a mutual learning process where we can learn from the degrees of freedom in the Ghanaian market and implement that into the European construction business for more innovation, more sustainable materials, and more circular economic construction material supply chains.
So what are your expectations after the stakeholders engagement?
My expectations after this stakeholder engagement is that we all learn our lessons from each other, that in the Ghanaian industry sector, people who are often looking too much into the European situation and try to follow the regulations there without considering that the European framework is a completely different one than the Ghanaian framework. So I hope that industry stakeholders see that there are potentials to bring local flavor into the concrete technology, which makes it more economically efficient, which supports local industries, which supports local resource supply chains, instead of following standards that have been developed in a region which is so far away from Ghana. But that doesn't mean that everything that has been developed before in history, mostly in European standardization processes, is wrong. It's just the selection of the right and the wrong things so that we can all see what is good, let's take it up and innovate, and what is bad, let's keep it away and make something new. And I think this is the great experience we have here, and I hope that the industry takes it up and sees that together with the Ghana Standards Authority, they can really innovate the market.